Hi guys, I'm Shavin James joining with the Electribe channel, bringing you another exciting project. So this project is about using the IR panel of the Oboka. So we are gonna detect black and white surfaces using this IR panel, and it will help some upcoming projects as well. So without further ado, we move on with the project. So yeah, we have to do some coding and configurations with the computer, so we'll turn to that side.
Okay, as mentioned before, this is a project that we are going to use the IR panel of the Obuka. The project name is black and white, as you can see in the screen. So if you go down, we have the weekly progress of my project. Okay, this kind of project is very important when doing stuff related to robotics and other stuff as well. These kind of documents are very important to track your progress actually. So I have the weekly progress of my projects in this documentation. For other projects as well, I had created things like those. They are in the descriptions and the pinned comments. If you need to see them, go to my channel and subscribe and see that videos as well. So if we continue with the project, so in the first week I studied about the IR sensors. So the IR sensors are infrared sensors actually. So they are like emitting a light onto a surface and getting the bounce back of that light. Depending on the bounce back light, it can depend whether it's a dark surface or light surface. So using that technology, we can read barcodes, that black and white barcodes, and yeah, in the future projects we are gonna make a line following car as well. So more on that in a new video. So if we talk about this project, so yeah, I got familiar with the IR sensors in the Obuka. Then I checked all the IR sensors of the Obuka using this first code. So this first code is you can see from machine import blah blah blah. So yeah, so you can get this code from the documentation. It's gonna be in the description and the pinned comment as mentioned below before. So yeah, and so what you need to do is to check each IR sensor one by one. You can change the pin number of the IR sensor. So you can get those pin numbers from the Obuka SDK file, which is in the GitHub. You can simply go to the Google and search Obuka SDK and you can get it. Or if you are using another platform to create this, you can refer to the connected pin of the IR panel. So then we are gonna get the raw values of the IR sensor. So we are gonna read the IR sensor, and so I am gonna define it into a variable and I'm gonna print that variable. So I had some issues with the Obuka, so I can't show you the physical performance of this, but I promise you to bring a short video clip of this. Stay tuned with the Electribe channel to see that video as well. So continue with the second week. So then the second week we had to do some convert our raw value into ones and zeros. So 0 equals white and 1 equals black. So using it we can convert by get binary values. So then to get all these values into a one thing, we can create an IR array. So when talking about this code, the simple things that we are doing in the code, we are importing things and then initializing the Obuka and then defining in this case we are gonna use a different method to define pins. So I'm gonna create a list called pins and the empty list as a defined pins, and using a for loop I'm going to define the pins. So if you need me to explain what this for loop does and how this works, comment below and I'll bring a video of that as well. So then I'm creating a converted values list with the initial value of 0. Then I'm also creating an array as well. So that's what we are going to use again. So yeah, I'm creating an array called array as well using initialized values of zeros. So that's gonna convert into a ones and zeros after the when using this while true. So then again I'm using a for loop here. So here I'm gonna for like converted values, like here also I'm doing a list. So like for in range, the length of the defined pins, I'm using the length of the defined pins, and like in this case I have 6 pins. So like it's gonna different in different scenarios when you have more IR sensors or less IR sensors. So we are using the length of the defined pins. Then I'm creating another list called converted values, and so then I'm gonna put the defined pins IR's reading, that IR's reading into this list, and then I'm using another for loop to convert those values into ones and zeros. So I checked with different materials like to get what the black surface and the white surface fit. Here I have that different surface panel, so I'm using an A4 to for the white surface, and then I use black marker pens, black tape, and another brand of marker pens. So like that I did some experiments to get the initialized value of those blacks and zeros. Then finally I'm using here if conditions, as like we are using the if condition to get those ones and zeros. That's a simple thing. If you watch my past videos you can understand those things. And then I'm gonna join those things into one thing, then I can like get it as an array, and then I'm gonna print that binary string. So and I'm gonna display it in the Obucast display as well. So as mentioned before, unfortunately I can't show you the performance of this project because I have some issues with the Obucast. Should I have broke it again? So it's in the repair. Robotic Gen guys are actually very good, so I sent them that Obuka for repair. Actually they are very kind. How like they don't care how many times I break this Obuka, they are helping me to repair it. So shout out for Robotic Gen Academy as well. So this is the black and white project video. So hope you guys enjoy this video and see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye.